What is career pressure? The process of getting the right career is asked to the students when they are not fully aware of their interest. Career pressure occurs especially on students who can't decide or uncertain on a course for their future career. That's why it's important to make the right decision on choosing a career that's best for you and where you wanted to be. In that way, you will be more productive and passionate about it and lead you to a successful career. Let's move on to the major problems that students face in choosing a career. First, lack of guidance. Career guidance is important to help students understand their strengths and weaknesses and then match them with their skills and interests so that they get the best career choice. Having lack of guidance to the students might increase the risk of taking the wrong career path for them.
One of the major problem in choosing career is financial conditions. That means that one of the factor that added up when it comes on career pressure is financial condition. So what is financial condition? It's really one of the common issue for students. That's why most of us ended up working while studying. It might be a good decision for some, but it's really draining in reality because it will affect your physical, mental, and of course, your emotional health. In other words, di lahat ay nabibigyan ng pagkakataon para makapag-continue ng pag-aaral sa college without thinking or having any problems when it comes in financial. That's why we ended up having work while studying. But please do not forget to rest because at the end of the day, your job, your school works can wait, but your health or time for rest is something that is non-negotiable. It's a basic need kumbaga ng katawan natin. And please be proud of what you're doing right now. Another major factor that causes career pressure is what we call copycat decisions. So, what is the meaning of this? Copycat decisions because too many are not getting the career guidance that they need. It's common for most of the students to make some misinformed decisions. In the process, college students tend to take a course as their career objective simply because they know someone else who is doing it. Students are tempted to choose a career which their parents or someone from the family or relatives is thinking that this is a good career for them. But in reality, we have to do a firm decision. What is the meaning of that? What I'm trying to say is analyze if ano ba talaga yung goal mo sa buhay and also think about your skills because once you graduate in college, you're the one who will be getting the benefit ng mga napag-aralan mo.
One of the major problems in choosing career is fear of failure. This kind of fear can occur in students who are overachievers and who do not believe in themselves academically. Fear of failure is also associated with the use of less effective learning strategies. This increases stress levels, loss of control, and loss of confidence. All negative impact students' resilience. And fear of failure often leads to actual failure. But educators can help students overcome their fear of failure by reminding them that they can learn from failure when they experience it. The next major problem in choosing career is trying new things. The reason why they don't want to try new things is they don't want to look incompetent. They don't see the need of change, and they don't want to be a disappointment and let others down if they fail. But we should try new things because trying new things not only help us to vanquish those fears, but it is also allows us to expand our mind and learn.
The next major problem that a student faces when choosing a career is lack of qualifications. This means that sometimes we are not qualified in the career we want to take. Maybe we just need to do some effort in achieving our dream career. For example, if a person who finished computer science course but want to be part of the managerial team in the future may take additional courses on management in order to be qualified in his or her dream position. Next is avoiding these common mistakes. Choosing a career needs planning. It is not something that you just let whatever happens. You need to prepare on the actions that you will take and be ready for the consequences that may arise. And lastly, parental pressure. Sometimes parents have their own plans for their children's career. For example, when the mother and father are both doctors, sometimes the children are expected to be doctors as well, or at least in the field of medicine. However, some people may have their own dream career that may be different of what is expected of them. This creates pressure on the student as we are often forced to follow our parents. Thank you.
Career building pressure among students affects the students' minds in following ways, such as grades influence the career stream for students. They feel pressured to score well, to choose the career they want for themselves, and this results in getting good scores rather than getting knowledge. Grades and educational knowledge are of equal importance, but at different times and for different things. Grades are short-term important, while knowledge is long-term important. Grades matter at certain times and are essential to making bigger steps in your academic path. Knowledge matters consistently through time and helps you get good grades. But knowledge is also an authentic reflection of your genuine learning. It is important to understand the differences between them and to appreciate how they complement each other.
How career pressure is affecting young minds. 2. There are students who pursue their desired career path but end up realizing that they are not in sync with the interests. They stuck in between, yet due to societal pressure, they have to walk on the same road. Many students realize that stress is interfering with their personal and academic goals and seek counseling services on their own. However, faculty, teaching assistants, and university staff are often the first to recognize that a student may not be functioning well academically and or emotionally. Students may turn to you because of your position and the respect they hold for you as a faculty or staff member. Faculty staff often handle this difficult situation themselves. While the number of such contacts may be small, their significance is not. Next, when students do not score well, they feel sad and hopeless. There are many reasons. 1. Family pressure. 1. When our own self-satisfaction get harmed, we are unable to keep us steady, but the person who can settle their mind that marks are not everything. They really get success in their own path of life. Yes, mark is a major factor nowadays, but knowledge is the grandfather. So with positivity, we should work hard.
Many students are informed about the importance of career building from a young age, which leads to future fear. The feeling of self-doubt is always there, even if they are performed. From that statement, not only the students, but it applies for all of us. No one will knows what tomorrow will bring. Future is full of unknown, and this may cause stress and anxiety. So when we say future fear, it is the dreading the future, or more commonly known as anticipatory fear. When they worry about the outcome of future event they haven't experienced before. So for me, having a future fear is normal. But we can overcome this fear by taking a leap outside of your comfort zone, think rationally and positively, and of course, embrace failure as a part of the learning process. The pressure of performing well throughout the academic journey give rise to anxiety in students that leads to various disorder, depression, and even suicide. It's simply the ability to work under pressure. That statement is agreeable. It is because we, the students, can feel the pressure for our results, to our parents, teachers, and society to achieve the higher grades or good performance. Especially the working student like me, of course we experience that stress. But stress is normal reaction to high pressure situation. So I have here the healthy ways on how we can cope up with the stress. Take a break from watching, reading, or including those social media. Let's take care of ourselves and body. Make time to unwind. Talk to others that you trusted. Of course, we need to sleep better, exercise, and lastly, learn more about stress relief.
Tips to help child's career development. Number one, encourage your children to get as much education as possible. Parental involvement is essential for students and offer benefits. The best way to explain the importance of education to a child is to model the desired behavior. Expose them to resources that communicate the importance of education. Develop an atmosphere of learning in the home. Talk to them about why education is important. Give them opportunities to show what they have learned. Tips to encourage children. Providing verbal praise when the child make progress. Providing verbal praise is a great way to offer encouragement to a child who show progress throughout the learning journey. Offer tangible forms of encouragement. Tangible form of encouragement give the child a visual reminder that they have the power to learn and succeed. They are especially effective when used sparingly or in moderation after the child's achieved learning milestone in the classrooms. Number two, help them discover their innate talents and skills. Every child is different. Some are vivacious and outgoing. Others are quieter and take time to open up. Some are free spirited, while others are bookish. There are go getters, and there are those kids who are more laid back. But no matter what your child's personality, it's important to appreciate them for who they are and nurture what makes them unique. Here are examples to help children discover their innate talents and skills. Number one, spend time together. The key to understand your children is by spending time with them. It gives you a better understanding of their interests as well as their likes and dislikes. The second one is let them make their own interest. Let children choose what they want to wear and what they want to do, but make sure it's within reason.
Number three, develop their knowledge of the world of work. We can begin by simply relating household tasks to the most basic work tasks that they might encounter. For example, if you own a sari-sari store and regularly perform inventory, expenses, and profit computations, this could be related to what they might encounter if they took accountancy-related courses. Another example is they used to get wounds and hurt as children, but we would wash them first and give them first aid, which was usually done by medical personnel. Another example is when we were young, we used to draw our dream houses, which were usually done by architects, draftsmen, and other professionals who could design them. Those were tasks at home that we could easily explain to our children to give them an overview of the types of jobs they might encounter. As a guardian or parent, we can also conduct our own research into possible career paths after they complete a specific course, market trends, whether it is sustainable, and whether or not your children or child will be interested. Number 4, teach them decision skills. Encourage young people to use decision-making steps. Involve them in everyday decisions. Also give children the chance to practice making choices. Encourage children to set goals and ask questions which promote asked decisions. As that means having or showing an ability to accurately assess situations or people and turn this to one's advantage. To teach good decision-making skills is to empower our younger generation in making positive life choices regarding their social, emotional, and physical well-being as they navigate the challenges of life moving towards adulthood.
Become aware of career resources, education, and training opportunities. Parents need to keep the lines of communication open and encourage their child to gather as much information as possible on their career interest areas. A parent must recognize that their role is simply to act as a facilitator in their child's career journey, and allowing independent career choices marks a young person's first real step into adulthood. Finding a job can be a challenge for youth. They must determine what careers are available, what their interests are, and what skills they have or need to develop. Numerous resources are available to help youth get a sense of their interests and skills, as well as gain employment experience and learn about employment opportunities. The following are but a few of the many resources available: mentoring, assessment, testing, and counseling, job search assistance, soft and technical skill development and training, apprenticeships, and internships.
Ways to handle career building pressure among students. Well, it's okay not to know beforehand what you want to do in the future. Find a suitable time to think of every aspect related to your future rather than knowing everything in initial days. Well, what I'm trying to say is, it is wise to be logical about your future, and in some areas it is good to prepare for what is to come. However, give that preparation an allocated amount of time, and try not to waste your whole day and all your energy in thinking about something that has not yet arrived, when you have the moments right now that you could be making use of. Encouraging students to follow dreams. Students should always be encouraged to follow dreams instead of asking them to do something of your choice. Moving forward, if you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life, as they say. We can encourage them to define what they are wanting to do by helping them assess whether their goal is achievable or what obstacle they might face that can be overcome and may not be overcome. Try to encourage them to prioritize their actions to achieve their goals, and keep on reminding them to adopt, improvise, and overcome to whatever challenges that they might face in the future.
Ask children to explore different fields. Don't push the child into a career path. Rather, guide them to explore different fields and choose the best one for them. I believe that the students need to explore other things and find their passion. In that way, they can find things that is very interesting for them that can be a factor in choosing their career. Is professional health is a must. There are few students who feel that they can choose a wrong career path for themselves and that what they have opted for. They feel anxious about how career will affect their overall life and their future, so it's essential to seek professional help. I believe that students also need to seek help from professionals in order to them to further widen their understanding and also express their emotions and perspective in life. I believe that if we can say our thoughts in very bravest way, we can live freely.
Differentiate between short-term and long-term plans. Students should have a career plan which guide them about short-term and long-term plans. As we organize our activities and plans, goals provide us with precise targets to work toward. Using examples, we'll discuss how goals can be put to use. A short-term objective is one that may be completed in a matter of days or weeks, such finishing daily homework, assignment, or devoting more time to them in order to proceed higher quality work. A long-term objective requires several weeks, months, or even an entire school year to complete. To raise a grade by the end of the semester is one example. These are both important in terms of being a student. Achieving short-term goals is critical and are also an important factor in pursuing students' long-term plans. Short-term objective reduce procrastination as well. You can concentrate on one issue at a time, since they lay out a precise and well-defined road to accomplishment. Your productivity will increase and you'll reach your long-term objective more quickly if you maintain this focus. Be socially and emotionally strong always from the young stage. The students should focus on building themselves strong both socially and emotionally. You can create healthy interactions with others when your social wellness is at its highest degree. You can learn assertiveness and become at ease with who you are in social circumstance by having a supportive social network. Having a supportive social network around you boosts your self-esteem. We can fend off negative thoughts by using our mental fortitude. It enables us to daily re-enter the ups and downs of life. It's a type of mental muscle that we may build to enhance our general well-being, just like physical strength.